Okay, good morning, class.
Good morning.
Okay, today we're going to talk about some of the changes between the Hawaiian dance, the ancient Hawaiian dance, and as compared to the present day dancers. And so before we continue on our lesson for today, what I want you to do, I'm going to play a short clip here, and then you're going to watch it and observe. And what I want you to do, I want you to observe what you see on this video. Oh, whatever.
Press the A. Press the A-B.
Oh, sorry.
This one.
Okay, go for it.
I'm gonna turn off.
And so now what I want you to do, I want you in your notebook or paper that you have to write down what are some of the things that you saw in this video. Was it something that you really like? So you can write it down. And after that, I'm going to show you another video. And with this video, what I want you to do, I want you to watch it and think about what are some of the similarities and from the first video and this video, and also what are some of the things that you see different from the first one. Which one should I?
The A-B mute.
Maybe.
There you
Okay, thank you. Okay, what I want you to do now, I want you to, when you're done writing down what are some of the similarities between these two videos and the differences, and then I want you to turn to the person sitting next to you and share what you wrote down. I'll give you 2 minutes to do that.
go. Or should we go into when I'm done?
So if you, Jerry,
Hi,
okay,
guys.
you're free and.
Hi,
you can
what
work.
did you write?
I wrote for the first one. It's very traditional. They do like the Hawaiian
I
pants,
think
like half the
the
poppy
well
skirts. There's plants, long
The
hair,
first one
flowers,
only had
and
women,
then
but
the
the
look.
second one had both.
What about for
men
the
and
differences in
For
similarities?
differences,
And
well,
then the first
there are
one
different
was
types of
hula.
hula. So one was doing the kahiko or kahiko,
Mhm.
and then was doing the
So
awana.
I think like the first one is kind of like.
Yeah. And one was older and one was younger.
The first
Even
one,
the music.
they were dancing like set to a chant, and it was they were playing the ipu.
Done.
Isn't it?
Mhm.
Okay.
That was, and then the second one they were singing and playing the ukulele, so it's different in music. Instrument.
Okay.
The first one's really stiff too.
Now, is there anyone volunteer to share with us what they talk about in their small group or in their partners? I forgot your name.
Ellie.
Sorry, Ellie.
No worries. You want me to?
Yeah?
Okay, so in the first video, we said that it was more like the traditional dance, so yeah. And then they were dancing or doing the hula to like a chant. And they were younger girls, and they were also playing, like Jerica noticed they were dancing to like an ipu instead of in the second video where they were dancing to like music and then a ukulele, and then they were doing the more modern hula, so it's like faster, and they're also older people doing it.
That's very well done. Anything you want to add on?
Sick.
Okay, yeah. So,
They're boys.
there are two types of hula, the Hawaiian dance. So the first one was hula kahiko. So that's what Eli mentioned. So hula kahiko, this is performed to praise honor to the Asian god. It is accompanied by the Asian chant and do not include modern instrumentation. Whereas the other one, the other hula is called hula awana. I'm not sure what I said right. Awana, which Hawaiian performed to involve Western influences were integrated into the dance. And so, Stephen, what we all heard Ili was explaining, using the ukulele and the guitars and stuff for them. And so, a hula is a traditional art of movement, smooth bodily gestures and vocals. So you may notice that the hula dancing is what you see. Seems to have an incredibly smooth flow and the movements are extremely fluid. And so these movements are said to actually tell a story which represent movement of nature. And so they're not just dancing like for entertainment, but like they're actually telling a story that we don't know. So like think about how does the trees move? Like when you look at nature, so look outside the trees, so how does the trees move?
Flowing the wind.
Yeah, it's like going like this, I don't know. And so it's not just like, it's just there for nothing, but like the dancer like are trying to tell us something like about nature. So now what I want you to do, like to go in the same group, like look in your note, like now I want you to read that little paragraph, the small paragraph, and you can also discuss with your partner what are, to find some of the similarities and the differences between the ancient hula and the modern hula. You find it? Yeah.
Originally.
And then we put on the back.
So read it in a group as a group
Yes,
or
you
read
can do
it?
it in a group. You can discuss, you make sure you understand.
Originally, the hula was called the ha'a. The name was changed to Moala in the 19th century. In 1820, Christian missionaries arrived in Hawaii and converted many other peoples to the Christian religion. And when Ka'akumanu became a Christian, she had the temples, idols, and goddess images destroyed. Hula was banned, and it was a pagan ritual dance with moves the missionaries saw as vulgar, disgusting, and sinful. It was taught and performed only in secret for a while. King Kamehameha III established devolved in the 1830s when he insisted on religious freedom. Unable to suppress the hula completely, the missionaries then insisted that it only be done wearing high-neck gowns with long sleeves. The last king of Hawaii, David Kalakaua, who reigned whose reign lasted from 1874 to 1891, brought it out into the open, encouraging not only its performance but adding moves, costumes, texts, and songs. Known as the Merry Monarch, King Kalakaua loved to travel amongst the people and enjoyed festivals. Hula was part of the festivals and celebrations and was often danced in his honor. Early in the 20th century, prayers, rituals, and training were still a major part of the hula dance.
So you can tell within your group what you learn or what you find out interesting about that paragraph. So when you're done with that, I want one from each group to write down what you talk about in your group on the board.
It's like straight skirt with a little ruffle on the bottom, not like the newer flowy modern ones that they have now. But you have like a straight skirt with a ruffle on the bottom, and it's like a pretty big long sleeve white shirt.
Whatever you
The
feel.
clothing. Whatever you feel like. No.
I love your handwriting, Jarek, on the board. It's so cute.
Thanks, Ellie.
You need to like practice.
Yeah, me too.
Jarek
Oh.
Jarek is handwriting.
I just need to practice board writing, period, since we're gonna be writing on the board a lot from now on.
That's true. We should have a class about that. Board handwriting 101.
There's this
I'm
one-
not even good at writing, that's why I don't
It's-
even write.
There's this one lady who, she would write on the board, and when she would write on the board, she had to write cursive. She couldn't write print on the board, she was like an older lady too, and so they always wrote cursive. And I just remember she was trying to write print, and she was like, oh, this is taking too long, and she just wrote cursive really fast. Well, cursive would be fast.
Well done, thank you. And so from your reading, so these like are some of the things that you have. This how the hula, a little bit a history about the hula, and so and how the hula changes, like the what do you go?
The
Kahiko and Awanda?
Yeah, the
Is that what
traditional
you're
modern.
yeah the traditional one kahiko.
Mm-hmm.
And so how it changes. And so looking back at the, like comparing from the like video that you watch, what are some of the changes that you can see like from the hula in the ancient time and the compared to one today? What are some of the things that have changed?
Yeah, their clothing.
The clothing?
The first one's very like structured. It's like based or very I don't know, like
I don't know.
there's
There's
moves and then you do that move. But then the Awana is more flowing. Like there's more.
That's what I wrote down. Yeah, I don't
It's
know how else to
fluid.
say it. It's one is stiff and one is playful and flowy.
Yeah.
Simple.
That's so true. And so our next class that we're going to learn about the hula. And so since you have a little bit of understanding about the hula and some of the changes that have happened, and so what I want you to do on your Okay, I'm going to give out a worksheet to you, and you're going to answer those questions. Oh, thank you. And you're going to answer that question that before you leave class today, I'm going to collect that worksheet. And so what are we going to do now? They want you to put your thumbs up if you think that you understand like some of the changes that happened between the ancient hula and the modern hula. And so thumbs up if you think you understand, and thumbs down if you think you don't. great job, class. And so, yeah, that's our lesson for today. Next time we're going to learn the hula.